Hey there Retro fans, it's Retro Martin here. Now, it's been quite some time since I did a video that wasn't a Mega Drive challenge, and I seem to have had a bit of interest in this Anniversary Wonderboy Collection, the Ultimate Collector's Edition that I've had through. So I thought rather than do an unboxing, because there's plenty of those around, what I'd do is I'd just do a quick video and actually show off the contents. So this is the actual box itself. It is hefty. It is very much a treasure chest, just like it looks like. So it will slide out of the top panel. There's a little bit of a tear in the bottom of that. I don't know if that's happened in transit or when I opened it. Doesn't really matter, it's not going to kill anything. And the actual box itself, I just bounce on my knee, folds open like a book, okay? So we're going to open it up and you'll see inside there's an awful lot of goodies. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on the floor and we'll take everything out bit by bit, okay? So the first thing that's come out is all the soundtracks. Let's just get them in order. So got quite a few here. So first off, we've got the Wonderboy soundtrack, which has got the original arcade version, the SG-1000 version, the Sega Master System version, and the Game Gear version known as Revenge of Dragon Con music in it. And we got Wonderboy and Monsterland, which has got the original arcade version, Sega Master System version, and the FM Sega Master System version. And of course, the greatest of all time, Wonderboy the Dragon's Trap, which has got the Master System, the FM Master System, and the Game Gear version. There are some subtle differences. Then we've got Wonderboy 3 the Monster Lair, which has got the arcade version and the Mega Drive version in it. Wonderboy and Monster World, which has got the Mega Drive version, or Genesis if you're American, and the Sega Master System version. Not sure if they've made any difference in American versions of this pack, but and then finally we've got the Monster World 4, which has just got original Mega Drive version because that was the only one there was. The remake of Monster World 4, Ash and Monster World's got its own soundtrack, which is also pretty good. So the first little thing we've got is a music box, which is in this nice little box here. Now this was an absolute pain in the backside to get out last time, so I had to be very, very careful with it. So I'm just going to unlock the plastic here. You can see this is it itself. We open it up. It's got a nice little Wonderboy collection and the actual thing itself. So let's try winding it up. Okay, so for those of you that recognise that, that is from the original Wonderboy. It's the music that plays pretty much from the first level when you're running through the forests. Obviously there's a couple of different musics, but that's the common theme that everyone's used to. So I'm just going to put that back in the box for safekeeping, because obviously it's a music box. It's probably going to be quite fragile. Just fold it back up, make sure it's all boxed up. Next we've got this really, really nice card game, which if we open up, we've got a bunch of cards. First couple of cards are the rules, with a nice little back to them. And then we've got basically a couple of characters from each game. So you've got Boy, then you go a bit further on, you've got like level 3 book from Monsterland. You've got Pure April from Monster Lair. You've got like Piranha Man from Dragon's Trap, etc. So, you know, nice little simple game that you can play there. Haven't looked at the rules yet to see how many people can play it, but it's a nice little inclusion. I'm going to save that for afterwards because that's the main thing. Obviously I've got the certificate of authenticity, and as you can see I've got number 202 of 499. So maybe I didn't buy it as late on as I thought. Obviously the main reason to be buying it is to get the actual game itself. I already have the game on Switch. I bought this more just for the collector's edition. The Switch is my version to actually play. Next up, we've got quite a few little goodies. So we've got a badge, which has got Wonderboy Collection listed on it. We've got some little circular stickers, of which there's quite a few of all the different characters. There's also an adhesive sticker of the Anniversary Collection picture. So I'll just move those to one side. There's one of these little enamel card things that you seem to get with everything these days when you buy them from like limited run and strictly limited, etc. There's also these, which I seem to have only picked up half of them, these really nice postcards, which I'll show a few off because I want to show them all off, which are all Wonderboy related, so those are quite nice. There's this figure stand, which I'm not going to open up just yet, but it comes with several little figures from it of all the different characters, and then what they'll do is they'll all stand on it. And you know, it's a display piece, but I'm going to keep that as it is for the time being. These are some collectible coins. Now these are actually going to be quite easy to put back in, so what I will do is I will unseal the plastic because it should be easily resealable. Put that down for a second. Just going to open it up, and we have in here is a bunch of character coins of all the different characters from the games, including Shion and Book and Asher. So that's quite nice. It's quite similar to a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collectible coin one that I had when I was a little kid back in the early 90s, which I still have somewhere. So let's seal that back up. Here we go, as if I've not even opened it. We've got this, which is basically a bunch of sheet music from the different games. So I can't read sheet music, so I'm not really going to do any ums and ahs about it, because it's not really going to say too much about it. There's some little poster cards of the different games, probably from their arcade machines, given they say things like System 2, System 16, etc. So I assume these would be the artworks on the side of the arcade cabinets, especially as there's only ones for Monster Lair, Monster Land and Wonderboy. There's this unfoldable poster, which what I'll do is I'll just unfold a bit of it just to give you an idea that it's the collector's edition on one side, and then it's the same on the other side, but the sort of cool blue version rather than the red one with the like Vista in the background. I won't unfold the whole thing because you know how much of a pain in the backside these things can be. And then second to last, we've got these nice bookends, one with Shion and Asher on it, which I'm just going to put carefully back in the box because they make up the corner of the box quite nicely. And then we got this one with Boy and Book, as they call him. So those are quite nice. And then the real reason to actually get this collection, besides the soundtracks for me, was this absolutely gorgeous art book, which has got some interviews with Ryuichi Nishizawa, who's the main creator of Wonderboy, and there's some really nice artworks from all the different games in it. So I'm really looking forward to having a good look through this and seeing what it contains. So rather than bore you with putting everything back in the box, I hope you've enjoyed having a look through all the contents of it. There's some really, really nice things in there. Some of it obviously you want to keep sealed and probably not use, like the badges maybe I probably won't get around to using, but they're quite nice to have. But certainly things like the art book, the card game and the soundtracks will definitely see an awful lot of use. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. There may be some more of these Ultra Collector's Editions still left with Strictly Limited, so I'd advise if you've liked what you've seen and you are a really big Wonderboy fan, might be worth checking out and seeing if you can get one. But as always, hope you've had fun.